Yeah, it's true. Women can smell the retention on you. But the reason I will say that most of it is biological and some of it is spiritual, especially on the starting days, like let's say below 60 days. It's purely biological. There's nothing spiritual happening there. I'll tell you what's the biological reason there. See, what happens is when you stop ejaculating, you are signaling to your body that you are not attracting mates and thus you are not reproducing. So your body kind of goes into survival mode then. It starts to, what's the word? It's your body starts to produce pheromones in order to attract the mates. Since you have not ejaculated in more than, let's say, 7 to 14 days, your body is starting to produce hormones to fulfill its survival necessity, which is reproduction. So that's what women sense. And since most of the men are constantly ejaculating, they are constantly recovering, their body does not have any need to produce these hormones. So you will kind of stand out in that sense, because I don't think there will be many men in your locality that are practicing semen retention. So you will be the only one, or maybe 5% men in your locality are practicing, which I doubt, but you will be the only one most of the time in your locality who is practicing such thing. Of course it depends, but you get the point. You will stand out in women's eye, because they will be able to sense the pheromones that your body is producing. So that is attractive. That's how nature has designed us, because nature has designed us in a way that, let's say you ejaculated, it will take some time for your body to recover from that ejaculation. And when you're recovered enough and you're still not reproducing, you're still not ejaculating, then your body will start to go bonkers in a way. It will go in a survival mode. It will start producing more pheromones to make you to make you to make you what's the word to make you seem more attractive to the opposite gender, so that you fulfill your survival necessity, which is reproduction. There's nothing esoteric happening here. It's just your body. It's just your body that is trying to fulfill its biological need, which is reproduction. Which is the reason that almost most of the men that are practicing semen retention will experience tremendous female attraction. And speaking from personal experience, I will say that most of the time, somehow I don't know the reason, but I ended up attracting married or committed women. Flirty eye contacts and flirting, and it starts with an eye contact that just won't go away. It happens multiple times. I'm like, something is up. It happened to me in just 11 to 12 days of semen retention. Hold up, I'm sweating. So yeah, that started to happen to me in just 11 to 12 days of semen retention. I don't know why it's just only the married women, but something was definitely different as compared to when I used to ejaculate. They just won't let go of the eye contact, and I won't either, because I don't give a fuck. If you're looking at me, I will look at you. If I find you attractive, I might give you flirty looks. If you are giving me mutual hints, then that's cool. I'll just keep the eye contact, or I will even approach. But that's not the path I'm choosing right now. The only sport I have, of course, it's a battle kind of. You just have to fight lust. I'm 65% there. It's not a rough estimate. It just feels right, because I'm almost there. I have almost ascended to love instead of lust. 35% of lust is still there to kind of I still have to divert my mind from it, or kind of transmute those transmute that energy, but I'm ascending, I will say. So when you start to receive that kind of female attraction, the problem that you will face is public erections, because your body has sensed the signals. It's not a fantasy in your head anymore. It's a reality that you are going to create a baby. So that's why you feel the urges are a little bit too much, too off the roofs. And since you have not ejaculated for so many days, and that also plays a role in, you know, just making the urges uncontrollable. So it's very true that women sense it. And since most of the men are not practicing semen retention, you are going to stand out. You are going to look rare in women's eye. You will become an eye candy in a way. Since women don't care about what they see, they care about what they feel. So in that way you will become a feel candy. Um, just just keep the word eye candy. That is serving its purpose, yeah. So you get the point. But I will say that don't practice semen retention for the sole purpose of female attraction, because first of all you won't last long in this practice if your intention is superficial like this. Why do you want female attention? Do you not feel validated? Are you trying to seek validation through semen retention? You have to keep that in mind. Don't mind me sweating. And so just don't practice this with this intention, because most of the people that practice semen retention with such intentions that, oh, I will get validation from women, attention from women, they don't last long. One siren will end your streak. She will fill you with so much lust that you will have no choice but to not. That's the truth. If because in your head that's the reason you're doing it, for female validation and attention. If a siren gives you attention, you will be filled with, all the urges and all that stuff, and you will end up nutting. So make sure that your intention of practicing this practice is something deeper. It's something never ending, like your purpose, or you just want to improve the quality of life. That's a good reason to that's a good intention to practice this practice. It's okay to enjoy the female attention as a side benefit rather than a main focus of this practice. It's okay if you are just having light-hearted fun with women, but if you are drifting away from your purpose while you're retaining, and all your focus is captured by women, then you're practicing it wrong and you won't last long as well. That is certain. Because if you're practicing for those reasons, it's very obvious that you're not transmuting this energy. If you were transmuting this energy, you will just want to do work. You will just want to follow your purpose, because you will have so much energy that you won't be able to stay still, unless you're really tired and had poor sleep, of course. But you get the point. If you have successfully transmuted this energy and keep transmuting this energy, it will be impossible for you to stay away from your purpose. And semen retention is not going to help you to find the love of your life. You will find her regardless. You're not doing it to find the love of your life. You're doing it to better your life. You're doing it to have more energy, have more drive, to have a better quality of life in general. You're not doing it to get anything. You're just doing it to harness your own energy and improve your life. So, kind of put all the superficial benefits aside, because they don't matter in the long run. If you're practicing this for a long run, these things will seem foolish to you. the all the superficial benefits, the female attention and the aura changes and all that stuff, you just won't care. You just feel so good, feel so alive, you just don't give a fuck about the world. You just want to live. So it's a better way to say that starting keeping the superficial benefits away from your eyesight in the starting phases of this journey will help you stuck to this journey. That's all I will say. So yeah, have an awesome day.